Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's lesson, we're going to be working with single stick. I feel like you can't just always be doing double stick all the time. To me, single stick, if you take it further, feels more technical than double stick actually. But alright, so before that, I want to show you guys a really good conditioning exercise. You're going to start off in a horse stance. Okay, so go into a horse stance. If you don't know what that is, please look it up on YouTube. They have excellent people that are way better than I am at holding a horse stance, and they could give you the details for that. Basically, it's to strengthen your lower body, and at higher levels, it's to learn how to ground yourself, to make your stance stronger, and to understand how to sink your weight down. Okay, so you're going to practice the horse stance, because that's the only really way to get good at it, is to just put in some reps and just practice. So get in the horse stance, and basically what you're going to do is this. Okay, so this conditions your wrist and your forearms. All right, so I'm just rotating the stick like so. Okay, and what I like to do is the length of the time that I do this is about the time of, like, let's say a music. So put on your favorite song. An average song is about 3 minutes. So hold this for 3 minutes like this. So you could go like this, where I'm rotating the stick forwards like this. Okay, so the right hand rotates and then the left hand rotates. Right, left, like this. You could also go the reverse, okay, where you're going this way. And you could also, as you're going forwards like this, you see how my hand travels to the center? And then this kind of gets a more concentrated feel. And then I'll move back out like this, and then travel them back closer again, close and far. You could also do that this way, where I'm going this way, okay, more like a motorcycle, okay, and then I could make my wrist go far and then come back close as well. The key here really is, as it starts to become difficult, then I start to bounce up and down like this. Adding the movement like this relieves some pressure, and it changes the structure of your horse stance. So it makes it easier to where it's still hard, but you could last better. Another thing I like to do is to shift my weight like this. I'm just pressing off, flexing my calf, and just going back and forth. And this makes it more tolerable, especially if you're not used to the horse stance and you're doing this and it's burning, then I'll start doing this. It's almost like I have ADD or something, but it helps me get through the 3 minutes, okay? So that's the first lesson here. Okay, so for this next part, single stick, just some basic exercises, all right? The first one is to just go ahead and go 1 and then 2, 1 and 2, just like this, 1 and 2. The important thing is, as you come crashing down with this diagonal line, make sure that you drop your weight, okay? So drop your weight, and then when you come back up, make sure that you raise your weight, okay? So you want to come up. You see how I expand and I actually become a little taller? You want this. And then when you come back down, it's not just swinging the arm, but I'm also dropping the weight. I'm becoming shorter, okay? So this motion and then this motion. So as you practice this, feel the difference there, because this, with combos, it's going to help set you up for combos like that, okay? And when you go to blade, knife, or empty hand, it's also important to apply that as you expand and you come up, and you come crashing down, and you drop your weight. Learning that is very important. So we start with the sticks once again, go bam, and up, down, and up. We do the same for the other side, going this diagonal line. So this one, make sure you come down and come up. And when you come up, expand up. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So when I come up, I'm actually on my toes. When I come down, my knees are bent right here. So I could feel the spring that I could actually direct to different angles as well. So the next angles that I want to practice is side to side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Notice how my wrist turns, and when it turns like this, I could actually put a downwards motion if I wanted to, but for right now, let's just focus on going to the left. When we come this way, notice how my wrist also turns again, and then this also gives me that down motion as well. But for right now, let's just focus on going to the right. So left and right, left and right. The main important thing is to push off with your feet. Push off. So if I'm going that way to my left, I'm pushing off with the right, with my right leg. If I'm going to the right side, I'm pushing off with my left leg. Okay, bam, boom. Okay, so the next part that we're going to do is a figure 8 motion, and it looks like this: 1 and 2, 1 and 2. The important part is to wind up here, and boom, you're going to strike, and that takes you to this strike right here, which takes you to that strike, boom. So we're going 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Whether you're using a knife, whether you're using empty hand, boom, boom. We want to feel that circle on each side. So there's a circle over here, bam, and there's a circle over here, bam. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Now we also want to practice the reverse. We're coming upwards here this way and this way. 1 and 2. Keep in mind there's a circle on the right side and there's a circle on the left side. So 1, 2, 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1 and 2. Last but not least, we're going to work off the stab here. So you're going to stab and then change it to a slash right here. You stab and then you actually bring out the knife, or let's say a blade. So you take it out and then you incorporate the slash immediately. So 1 and 2. Stab and slash. Stab and slash. And now we could also do the reverse, which is a slash first. This circular slash is what you need to practice. Slash, and you're going to convert that into a stab, okay? Slash, stab, slash, and stab. 1, 2, 1, 2. What I also like to do is they might be moving back, okay? They might see that you're trying to go in for a stab. So as they back up, you need to cover that distance. So I like to slash, stab right here, but get in the habit of turning your arm that way so you can cover more distance. So from the side view, this is the slash right here. It keeps going into a stab right here, okay? And then notice how I change like that, okay? So 1, and if I stay here, this is short. But then if I can extend. See, by turning the arm and the wrist, by adding the shoulder in here, now I can cover a lot more distance. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. If I'm thinking about going like this all the way and I get jammed to right here, that's still okay. I'm still stabbing right here. So there's going to be a lot of force put on, and I got jammed, but in my mind, I'm thinking of stabbing through the target. That's okay. But at this point now, I could add my shield, my forearm wedge to pull out, and then I might even switch to the first one that we were practicing, which is a stab first and then slash. So anyway, thank you for watching, and take care, folks.